Hey guys, what's up? My name is Emily Hood. Welcome back to FHNtoday TV here on the Hood Report. On this week's episode, we will be discussing the climate strikes held by students last week, a look at what's going on between President Trump, Ukraine, and impeachment, and a recap of some of the best moments of college football from this year. On Tuesday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced an impeachment inquiry will be opened against President Trump after a whirlwind of accusations was uncovered regarding a call made by the president to Ukraine's leader in July. Now, there's a lot of complicated history involved in this story, so I'm going to break it down for you as simple as possible and tell you what exactly you need to know. A whistleblower complaint was filed in the U.S. Intelligence Committee after President Trump asked Ukraine's president to open an investigation into Democratic presidential candidate and frontrunner Joe Biden and his son Hunter Biden over the phone call in July. Days before he made this call, President Trump withheld almost $400 million in aid to Ukraine. Trump says he did this because he felt like the U.S. was contributing more to Ukraine than other European countries and ended up releasing the funds on September 11th. This phone call is part of the whistleblower complaint, but the Trump administration is preventing Congress from seeing the full complaint. There is talks about potentially having the person who filed the whistleblower complaint testify in front of Congress. Trump also did say that he will release a transcript of the phone call made to the Ukrainian president. Trump denied any wrongdoing regarding the allegations, saying that he did not put any pressure on the Ukrainian government in regards to launching an investigation. Over the past few months, Democrats in Congress have been divided over what to do about impeachment ever since Robert Mueller's report was released this summer. After news broke of Trump's phone call, many Democrats, including some moderates who were previously against impeachment, voiced support for an impeachment inquiry, citing national security concerns. Now, the announcement today does not mean that Trump is going to get impeached. It simply means that the Democrats are open an investigation to find out more facts about the Ukrainian phone call and other events. These investigations could lay the groundwork for the House to file the articles of impeachment against the president, depending on their findings. In our second story of this episode, massive youth climate strikes were organized across the globe last Friday as many students and young adults skipped school to demand change. Students from New York to Manila marched out to urge world leaders to take action on climate change and voiced frustration over the lack of action in the past. These protests were inspired by Greta Thunberg, a 16-year-old Swedish environmentalist activist who spoke at a UN climate action summit on Monday. Scientists warn that the Earth could suffer from extreme weather, heat, and flooding if the planet continues to warm from human activity like the burning of fossil fuels. And finally, college football just finished its fourth week, and I'm here to give you a look at how the teams are stacking up and what the college football playoff might look like at the end of this season. Clemson is favored most likely to win the playoffs. They have a perfect 4-0 record and a 76% chance to make the playoffs and a 25% chance to win the whole college football championship. Alabama follows close behind. Of course, they have a 71% chance of making the playoffs, but a 29% chance of winning the championship. Mizzou Football has regained its footing, having a 3-1 record after a disappointing loss to Wyoming in Week 1. Mizzou beat South Carolina last weekend, and a notable moment was when Mizzou safety Ronell Perkins caught an interception and ran for a 100-yard pick six. Mizzou will have a week off, and then they will host Troy University on October 5th. And that's all the stories that we have for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Hood Report, and thanks for stopping by here on FHNtoday TV. Be sure to check out on Friday the very first episode of AZ's analysis for this year, and I hope you all have a great week.